We're on! We're on!
Okay.
Hello, welcome to Reeltime.
Reeltime.
Yep, Reeltime. The title, not there. Yes. Today we're going to be talking about Pacific Rim.
This is a film that surprised us, or well, surprised me anyway, I thought, and we both loved to pieces.
Yeah, it's a brilliant film. But yeah, we thought we'd talk about our views on that, and since the theme is giant robots fighting giant things,
we wanted to compare it to another franchise that was brought to our attention, and that is Michael Bay's Transformers series.
No, not that one. That's the good version. No, we're talking about the other version.
That's some good nostalgia right there.
Yeah,
that's
nostalgia
a nostalgia boner. Ah, yes. High five. Woo!
So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about Pacific Rim, and then we're going to compare the two because they're quite similarly themed movies, and they're both summer blockbusters, and it'll be interesting to compare one which is an adaptation and
one that's just fresh new material.
Yeah, which we haven't seen for a while, have we?
No, I mean a lot of anything that comes from Hollywood these days, or just pops up into mainstream cinema, is usually an adaptation of a book, an old TV series, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
yeah, Del Toro's Pacific Rim. All I can say is, what a man's film. You've got robots, mechas, can I just say mechas, punching the living poo out of dinosaurs. What is not to like?
I think that was very sexist what you just said. So, the basic premise of Pacific Rim is giant robots fighting giant dinosaurs.
From the ocean.
But there is a bit more of a story to it than that. Basically, there's a pan-dimensional bridge, they call it, sitting at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, where it's kind of a...
It's kind of like a little subway tunnel that the dinosaurs go through to get to us.
I don't think they actually ride a subway to get there, but yeah,
it's like the Eurostar for dinosaurs.
And these monsters are called kaijus, which is Japanese for strange beast, which I thought was quite good. And
oh, is that what it meant?
Yeah, it says it at the start of the film. It's got the translation, Jaeger is German for hunter, and kaiju is Japanese for strange beast, or strange creature.
I obviously must have missed that. I missed that earlier, oops.
He doesn't pay attention.
I was too busy looking at the giant robots.
Then why did he giant robots on screen? It was on a blank screen.
Well, my mind was on giant robots because I knew I was expecting giant robots.
Anyway, so the government decides to fund the Jaeger program, which is basically building giant-ass robots and fighting them. Which is basically...
And that's kind of the story in the nutshell, and then it's just them trying to figure out how to stop the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, you just get to watch some frickin' aquatic dinosaurs getting punched in the face.
One of the other themes in which you tie in the human characters are the Jaeger pilots, where there's two of them, which accompanies half of the brain, because one pilot is not enough to control the Jaeger.
So you need two people to operate one machine, and to do that they need to interact with each other's minds. So if you're interacting with someone that's got a notoriously dirty mind, it's not going to be easy.
This is called a neural bridge, or drifting, and to see if we are drift compatible, we're going to try to fight a kaiju.
We're going to, try to practice fighting our style.
Okay, let's try walking. Okay.
Right, ready?
Right foot first, okay.
We're totally in sync, that robot's not going to trip up.
Wait, you're going slightly quicker than me.
Alright, there's a banana skin on the road, trip up.
I am the kaiju and I'm going to destroy your cities.
Oh crap, there's the Jaeger. There it comes, ready? Right, roll. Right, punch with your right hook. Pull! Punch with your left hook. Pull! Uppercut! Pull!
Hold on.
Holy crap, Carl, we totally got that kaiju, didn't we? We were fucking awesome!
And let's get into why we actually love Pacific Rim then.
There are many reasons to choose from, but the one that I think was evident from the trailers was the special effects on the film. They were incredible.
The special effects were really realistic. I mean, I always felt like the monsters were real. I mean, I don't think look at that CGI.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was CGI. I think everyone that will watch it knows it's CGI, but...
Either that, or there are some people in bunkers right now who have been there since the movie came out.
I think it's just... It pulls us into the experience, and I wanted to say props to the soundtrack. It really pumps you up for some action.
And the sound layering as well. Because I've seen it 3 times and we've seen it in different screens. The last one I saw, it must have had the best speaker system in the cinema because the sound was just so intense and it was just amazing. It's going to be brilliant when it comes out.
But it's also like, when I watched fight scene, the sound effects, everything, but nothing felt more satisfying when I watched a Jaeger land a successful blow, and it always had like this, you know, like this really strong sound effects. It just felt satisfying to watch.
What is satisfying for me was that Guillermo del Toro, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, he was originally meant to direct the Hobbit movies, and he had to pull out for, I'm not sure what reason he pulled out of it. This film gives me real comfort to know that if he had directed it, it still would have been an epic film. So, kudos to you, director. You did brilliant.
You did a good job. You made one heck of a multi-gender film.
Multi-gender films are brilliant.
They are. I love
there are no
films.
gender-oriented films. We saw The Heat today with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. Is that her name?
What a man's film. It was great.
It's manly. Yeah, Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Right. So now let's talk about the giant robots of Transformers.
Yes, it's a film adaptation of the 80s TV cartoon, and even though I can't remember much about it, I do remember being a huge fan.
I never watched the cartoon. I didn't really get into Transformers, but I always knew what they were. So I obviously went into these films with high hopes.
Thing is, I didn't actually see Transformers when it came out in the cinema, but when I did see it, I did like it. It was a really fun sort of film, and the special effects on the actual robots were very good. And
Boris Flan as well, yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that they used the same voice for Optimus Prime was a real trip down memory lane for me, which was good. And it did have some good scenes throughout. I mean, it's not a perfect film; it does have its mistakes.
Well, what we're comparing here is a trilogy, though.
Yes.
And I want to say, I mean, I don't know if it's child nostalgia or anything like that, but Transformers 1 I really enjoyed. I thought it was a great film in the way that it kind of had a comedic appeal, but I also fell for the character of Bumblebee as well.
Yeah, I felt Bumblebee.
Then we got Transformers 2, and Mike and Bay decided that we like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
And so we will watch a lot of Megan Fox there again.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
Was that our shot? Yeah, no, that wasn't a robot. That was Megan Fox.
That's the thing. I didn't want to see giant robots in Transformers. No, I wanted to see a girl who can't act. That's what I wanted to see.
Clearly, this is what this man wanted to see. This is one satisfied customer here. He got his Megan Fox.
This is my satisfied face.
Transformers 3.
Dark of the Moon. Named after the Pink Floyd album.
Well, it was...
We didn't see it.
I have to admit, we're only going to chuck in comparisons for 1 and 2, but I will chuck a fair point that I heard Dark Side of the Moon was better.
Dark of the Moon.
Dark of the Moon. The Dark Side of the Moon. That I will mention that Transformers 3 was better than Transformers 2 from what I've heard. Right, where to start? Well, I think Transformers' main issue I found with it was there's a lot of focus on the human characters.
Way too much focus.
Way too much focus, and I guess you can say Pacific Rim has its focus on the humans as well, but there's a small difference, because Transformers is in the title. You want to see the Transformers, you want to see the robots doing stuff.
You want to see Optimus, you want to see Megatron, you want to see
Bumblebee. Our main man, Bumblebee.
My main man.
But whilst Pacific Rim, the Jaegers are not alive, they're controlled by humans, so there's more emphasis on seeing the humans train and bringing them in.
Yeah, and the actual plot is around the humans fighting the kaijus in the Jaegers.
Whilst the humans are kind of just there in Transformers, they're kind of caught in the middle of
But yeah, but that's the thing. The world's being destroyed, and the only person who we know can stop Megatron is Optimus Prime, not Sam Bloody Wiki. God, I hate that character so much.
At least you have Megan Fox.
Mind you, she did make Sam Wiki look a lot more useful, I'll give her that.
But I will say, yeah, that's true, she did make Sam Wiki look useful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we should crucify Transformers, because, I mean, they're not like
they're not
terrible.
No, I mean
terrible
there's a lot worse films out there.
Yeah, but still, considering what Transformer is as a franchise, the whole basis of making these human characters the main focus and basically reducing Optimus Prime to a minor character role, making him the Morgan Freeman of the film. I can't believe I just said that. Morgan Freeman's one of my favourite actors. Why the hell?
Can we just have a little comparison photo here? Optimus Prime, Morgan Freeman. They look alike, don't they?
Yeah, so I think definitely in terms of action, Transformers was good, but Pacific Rim has completely trumped it in terms of...
Oh yeah.
I think Del Toro's definitely shown Bay how to do it.
It was an action film throughout.
Yeah.
There wasn't many breather moments in Pacific Rim, which is a good thing.
And the thing is, in Transformers, even Wiki and Megan Fox aside, there are so many annoying human characters, whereas in Pacific Rim, I can't see anything wrong with any of the characters.
Maybe the Australian chap.
Yeah,
he was a little annoying, but other than that...
Well, he was meant to be an arse, though, wasn't he? To be an antagonist. And the two scientists, I love the two scientists. He's a kaiju groupie. He goes crazy for them. I mean, he may have been the epitome of a British stereotype, but he was so lovable. Fine.
Right, well, to end this all off, though, we need to say, who would win in a fight, though? A Transformer or a Jaeger with two pilots?
I'd like to put my hand up for a Jaeger, because in the films they made the Decepticons so weak.
Well, a Transformer could transform into, let's say, a jet plane, fly to a distance where a Jaeger wouldn't be able to hit him, and then missile the crap out of it.
They could do that.
Or a tank or something, you know?
They could do that, yeah, but Sam Witwicky single-handedly killed Starscream. Sam Witwicky, who's probably younger than us and a hell of a lot more useless than us, because we're pretty useless and he's a lot more useless than us, and he actually killed Megatron's right-hand man, and they made Megatron look like such a pussy. Man.
Yeah, keep talking. Okay, in Pacific Rim, Mako managed to blow up a Jaeger with her memories.
She didn't blow it up, she just...
She still destroyed it.
She didn't destroy it!
She nearly did, they had to pull the frickin' plug.
No, she nearly destroyed the base, not the actual Jaeger.
Okay, that's still, it's like, with the Jaeger, she nearly destroyed something with her own frickin' memories.
Which could have been a Decepticon.
But the explosion would have came from the Jaeger itself, destroying the Jaeger and base.
Yeah, but the Jaeger would win by default, because the Decepticon would have been killed, and they'd use the escape pods.
But who would say a Jaeger would have a magic cube?
There is no magic cube in this battle. That's an unfair advantage. Damn it.
Needless to say, though, a Transformer has more mobility as well and can maybe climb a building or something. With a Jaeger, you're going to have to be like, alright, Basil, use the right arm, then the left arm, then the right.
And then, no, mind you, the Jaeger would have the Wall of Destiny to hide behind.
You mean the one made of bread?
the one it just...
Don't worry guys, this will stop a kaiju.
Oh dear. But no, I think a Jaeger would win just because it's built a lot sturdier than and plus...
You know what? Should we leave this for the fans to decide?
Yeah, leave a comment.
We might have.
Yeah, leave a comment with who you think would win.
Guys, yep, say who you think would win, and maybe we'll reference you in the next episode. How's that for some incentive?
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
We just had to get an Edgar Wright trilogy quote of some form.
Hells yeah.
Didn't we? Yes.
Okay, have we really come to a point in all this?
Oh, Pacific Rim's the better film, but Transformer would be a Jaeger in a fight.
No, it wouldn't!
Right, I think, well, this is where we're going to end this episode.
So I hope in some way we have, there's a bug around here. Is it a kaiju?
That must be like a level -4.
So, I hope we've conveyed some kind of vague comparison between the two movies, and since it's a new release, we
should rate it.
Yeah, so we decided to give Pacific Rim 4 stars. There's the stars, look at them!
Yeah.
They're even nicer than before! Now, to be impartial, because we're British, we're also going to give a rating for Transformers. So I think we should do a separate one. One for the first movie, because it's the only good one.
Well, I would give the first movie 3 stars.
3, I give 3 stars.
Here you go, here's your 3 stars.
Yeah, the less impressive 3 stars. There you go.
Transformers 2, get
0.
I'll give it 1 star with a picture of Megan Fox's face on it.
And Dark of the Moon will give it no stars because we haven't seen it. Okay, if you enjoyed our latest episode, click the subscribe button down here.
If you didn't like the episode, well, subscribe anyway, guys. What's the harm, hey? You get to look at us a bit longer. Chuck in some more hate. Send us some hate now.
And yeah, give us a like and comment on the video on Pacific Rim, Transformers, or any movies you think we should have a look at. And
yeah, we're always interested to see what you hear. By the way, follow our Facebook page, which is just Reeltime, and as well
subscribe to our Twitter account,
which is Reeltime_RK.
It'll probably be up here somewhere.
Yeah, well, it's still quite new. We're still getting used to the Twitter thing, but follow the Blue Birdie.
The Blue Birdie. Okay, toodles.
Bum,